So when I was going back to school, I was strong. Like you couldn't see it. You couldn't see that I was sick or anything. So it was just normal. And Mom was told, and then she came and told me I had cancer. At first, I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know if I would be sad or angry at the world, or I just didn't know what to feel. But I was a little sad. Okay, I was really sad because Mom was heartbroken. Then after some months, at around like 2 months, then it hit me, like the realization that I had cancer. And then I guess I didn't know how to feel because I didn't understand what it was.
Hello from wherever you're watching us from. This is Unfiltered with Gashambi, where we believe that the beauty of storytelling is that it has the power to change hearts and minds. I am your host, Gashambi Nyareru, and with me is a very lovely young man whose life has been halted for a while as he is ailing. I think he's going to tell us what that is about and how we can come through for him, because I know we can come through for him. Yeah. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Salimia watu. Tell them who you are.
I am Jonathan Nyareru. I'm 20 years, 20 September. I turned it September. So yeah, I'm an adult now.
Ooh. How's that for you?
Yeah. So I've been.
So maybe you can start by like you growing up. How's growing up for you?
Growing up was fun, but also a little boring.
Why? Are you an
So
only
mixture.
child?
Yeah, I'm an only child.
Okay.
And also, I've been raised by a single mom.
Okay.
So it was more. I was mostly in school
Yeah.
because mom was working and she was trying
Oh, she
to
was
provide.
working abroad.
No,
Yeah.
she was working in NHIF actually.
Okay.
She worked there for around 15 years, I think.
Yeah. So this whole time, did you go to boarding early?
At around class 5.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay.
But it was a really nice boarding, so I had fun.
Yeah.
I made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm talking to one of my friends from primary.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So then you finish primary, you go to high school. Where
Yeah.
did you go to high school?
I'm Machakos Boys.
Machakos Boys.
Yes.
Okay. So then when do you get diagnosed with
In 2019, that was Form 1 third term.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you got diagnosed with, maybe for someone who's watching us who doesn't know what you're ailing from.
I got diagnosed with leukemia. It's a type of cancer that is specifically affects the blood and the bone marrow. And then specifically the white blood cell component of the blood. So the white blood cells grow and they're immature and they attack other cells in the body. So your immunity is basically against you.
Oh, that's wow. Take me through this process of you seeing the symptoms, going to hospital, and realizing, being told that you're actually ailing from leukemia.
So when I was in school, we were in our third term and it was coming to the end of the term. So we were doing our final exams. Then I fell ill and went to the nurses, and then I went to level 5 Machakos because it's just close to school. Then they gave me some medication to take for joints because my symptoms are I was feeling joint pains and neck pains and I was fatigued. So they told me to try some medication because from their diagnosis I needed the medication for joint pain and for pain and for antibiotics. So I took the medication for a week. I didn't feel any change. So I went back to the nurses, they took me back to hospital. Then they gave me stronger medication. Then I came back to school another week. There was no difference. So I just called home and I asked if I could go see a specific doctor at home. So when I got home, I went to the Langata hospital. Yeah, then they did the test, but when the test came back, they were like, his white blood cells are too high. There's something wrong with him. He needs to be admitted. So Langata hospital didn't have an admission. Like they don't have it's not a big hospital. So I went to St. Mary's Langata. Then from St. Mary's Langata, they couldn't really see what was the problem. So they did a couple of tests. They gave me a couple of vaccines like TB. They had a list, so they were just crossing off their possibilities. So they took off some diseases and they're like, we can't find what's wrong. Kenyatta has better facilities. So I was transferred to Kenyatta Hospital. So this was in around December now. Then when I got to Kenyatta Hospital, they did some tests. I think it's called Lancet. I'm not sure. Yeah, then that one came back with the results. Then Mom was told, and then she came and told me I had cancer.
How did that make you feel?
At first, I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know if I'd be sad or angry at the world, or I just didn't know what to feel. But I was a little sad. Okay, I was really sad because Mom was heartbroken. Then after some months, at around like 2 months, then it hit me, like the realization that I had cancer. And then I guess I didn't know how to feel because I didn't understand what it was. I had never heard of someone who had close to me who had cancer, or someone I knew that had it, so I didn't know what it was. Then after my treatment, then I was sad for around a month. I didn't know what to. I just didn't know. It was hard.
But this time when they're telling you that, oh, okay, so you're sick, you have cancer, did you start treatment immediately, or did they give you time to process and decide what treatment option you wanted to go with?
The doctor had advised that I start treatment immediately because they told me the cancer was in my blood for a couple of months.
What stage was it at?
Okay, for leukemia, it doesn't have stages really.
Okay.
It's the concentration of the cancer cells in your blood. So there's usually stages of treatment. So there's remission, and then remission is when they give you chemo and there's a low count of cancer cells in your blood. Then now that's what the doctor was trying to get me to. Then after that is when I'd be safe. Then we could decide if you wanted an alternative means of medication or to just not take any medication.
Okay. So did you start the remission immediately?
No, I didn't start the chemo immediately. The doctor, my blood count was low, so I got some blood transfusions. Then I started chemo after that.
Immediately, like before processing, before these 2 months were done?
Yeah, before these 2 months.
Oh, so you were undergoing treatment and really without processing. Oh. So you had to halt school?
Yes.
Okay.
So when people came back in January, I was still in hospital in the next year, 2020.
Wow. So now you're done with chemo, and then what happens?
Right now?
No.
Time.
Did you go back to school?
No. So I was a little weak and my immunity was low. So the doctors told us I couldn't go back to school at that point, but we could now decide on further treatment. Like if there's options, the options were a high concentration of chemo, which is normally works for some people, and there's the bone marrow treatment. So for me, the doctor told me that the high concentration of chemo wouldn't work for me because the cancer had a toll on my body. So my body was weak for
When
the
he was breaking
treatment.
such news, how are you taking this news? Did you ever sit and break down?
Yes, sometimes I did.
Yeah. You still do?
Sometimes, but normally I know I'll be okay. So
Yeah. You will be. You will be. So now he tells you you have to do a bone marrow transplant. That time you're still in Form 1, you've halted your studies. Then what happens?
then I continued with chemo. I did a couple of sessions till around April, and then
So that's in 2020?
Yes.
Okay.
Then he told us I could go home and like have a break from hospital because it's also not the funnest
The idea,
place to be.
yeah.
And also you're in isolation. The people who are there are around 6 to 8 people that you interact with. So I went home, and that time I was in remission. The cancer cells were low, but my immunity was also low because chemo lowers your immunity and also the cancer itself. So I had to recover from medication. So I stayed home for about 2 weeks. Then the cancer cells started building up again in the body. I fell ill again, so I went back to hospital.
Okay. This time your mates are in Form what? Form 2?
Form 2,
Form
yes.
2. Okay.
So when I was going back to school in April is I think when schools closed because of COVID. So people halted studies in school. Others were doing online school, but we didn't have online school. So yeah, I went back to hospital. I restarted the medication from scratch.
You know, I'm just realizing that you're actually the age of my little sister. She's 20. Okay. So now you continue with treatment?
No, I start again.
Oh, you start again.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
It's called a relapse.
Okay.
I
Oh,
guess
so you had
like
a
a
relapse.
lap, and
Okay.
I had a
Okay.
relapse,
Okay. Okay. So then you begin treatment again.
from the beginning.
Yeah. And then what did
Then
was the
now
cancer
when
over at some
I
point?
relapsed is when I was given radiotherapy. So they said I relapsed because the cells had gone into my spine. So the chemo is usually in liquid form, so it's given in IV.
Yeah.
So it goes to the blood only. It doesn't get to the bones. Now radiotherapy gets to the bones. So I got around 19, or was it 16 sessions of radiotherapy, which was just...
At KNH?
Yes, at KNH. So it was every day. It was around 3 weeks. Yes, 3 weeks of radiotherapy. Then I continued with chemo after the radiotherapy.
And now the cancer over?
Now, it was just at a low level where the body can handle it.
No. So did you go back to school?
Yes, I went back to school.
All this while you went back to school in Machakos?
Yes.
Machakos Boys.
Yes.
All this while you're on medication?
Yes.
Okay. So you go back, take me through that journey of you going back to school, adapting, even finishing your KCSE.
So when I went back to school, it was in now the next year, 2021. 2021, I went back to Form 3 now. No, Form... the school opened in November 2020, when people are going for first term for second form 2.
Yeah.
Yes. So I joined with them. So I
Oh.
hadn't missed much.
Okay.
I missed the first term of the school. Then catching up was kind of difficult because a term is a lot to study.
It
And
is,
I was
it is.
doing 12
Especially a
subjects.
term in high school, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So I then at that time is when we were choosing subjects. So I chose 9 subjects, and I wasn't really sure when I was choosing because I hadn't been in that one term to know exactly what I wanted to choose.
Yeah.
But I picked the subjects that I liked when I was in Form 1. So
At this time, did your teachers know that you are ailing?
yes, when I left in Form 1, they were informed.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. And how did guys in school receive you, from your teachers to your colleagues?
Um, okay, when I was in school, when I was in hospital, after April, some of my classmates actually came to school.
Okay.
A couple of them, about 20 of my classmates from the same class came to see me in hospital, and also the class teacher came.
Okay.
So when I was going back to school, I was strong. Like you couldn't see it. You couldn't see that I was sick or anything. So it was just normal. Yeah.
Oh. So you go back to school, you choose your subjects, and then you continue learning. You're still on meds?
Yes, I'm still on meds. I used to go on monthly checkups, and then I get chemo. There's a small dosage of chemo every month.
Did you ever think that, why am I different, or why is this happening? Why me? Is it that, am I a bad person? Did you ever have those intrusive thoughts?
Yeah, sometimes. But I never got an answer. So at some point I just gave up on asking the questions.
Who were you asking? God?
Yes, God, myself.
So you go back to school. Are you leading a normal high schooler life? You know, going for fun kids, you know, those things.
So when COVID came,
Yeah.
those things were out.
Oh.
So I didn't miss the activities that were there just in school.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was just normal high school for that period of time.
So how do you take me up until the point where you finish high school and join campus?
So school was just normal, but then I used to miss, like if I'd get admitted in hospital, because I go for the monthly checkup. So if I got admitted in hospital, then I'd miss like 2 or 3 weeks of school. Okay. So I'd have to come back and catch up.
Yeah.
But
So you were playing catch up quite a lot.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
But I think by the time I was in Form 5, I had already gotten used to it. So at least when get Form 4, at least it was more revision than getting taught. So at that time is when I had like the best time for catching up. So I did that at that time.
Okay. And you performed really well. You went to campus. So you finish. What were you expecting to score?
I didn't know it. I didn't have expectations.
Yeah.
But I just really wanted to continue with art because I love art.
Okay.
So for art.
Art in what form? Like drawing?
Yes,
Okay.
drawing and painting.
Oh, really? Okay.
So at that time I really wanted to continue with either I wanted to do archaeology or art.
Okay.
So I was good at history and geography and art.
Okay.
But then math and physics and chemistry went my strongholds.
Okay.
So I can say I gave biasness to these 3.
Yeah.
So I had expectations for them,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have expectations for the whole collective of subjects.
And those three worked out.
Yes, the three worked out.
Yeah. Okay. So fast forward, you finish high school, and then how long did it take you to go to campus?
We finished high school in April, and we were going to school in August.
August. Oh, so you went almost immediately. Okay.
Because
Okay.
we received the results, then we started applying for university.
Yeah. So you join campus in what year was that?
20.
Last year.
Yes, last year.
Okay. So you should be in your second year right now.
Yes.
Okay. So you're in your second year.
Yes.
Well, ish. So you did your first year successfully.
I did my first year, the first semester, and then in the second semester, halfway, I got ill, so I had to call off the semester.
That's last year now. Okay.
So I had to it's actually this year because the semester in Kenyatta, I went to Kenyatta University.
Okay.
So the semester in Kenyatta University is first semester is in September to December, and then January to April is second semester. So right now I'm doing the first semester. I'll be doing the first semester of first year, and then in February this year was second semester. So I fell in February this year.
I want to know, how is your social life? Like, did you have to tell people now at KU, by the way, I'm a bit ill?
I have I have two circles, if I can call it that. I have an Ada circle of a small, like a friend group of 4, and then I'm an extrovert. I like talking to people.
Me too. Me too.
So I have a lot of friends.
Okay.
So I've already told my inner circle.
Okay.
I'm still
The tier
telling-
1.
Yeah, the tier 1.
Yeah. Nobody
No, I'm
else is
telling
catching
tier
up.
2.
Okay. Okay.
Because I haven't yet told the outer circle that I've called off the semester.
Yeah. So you're set to travel next week. For what? Maybe for someone who does not know.
So when I was explaining the treatment, I said there's high dosage of chemo and the bone marrow. So I'm supposed to get the alternative for me was the bone marrow, which has like a 70% chance of working. So we're doing, that's like what we were advised by the doctor. So I'm supposed to, we were looking for a donor. So that's why we didn't do it immediately after I started my chemo. So we got a donor this year, the beginning of the year.
Is it someone from your family or is it a
Yes,
stranger?
it's someone from my family. But then the
Would
issue...
you mind telling us who?
Yes, my uncle.
Okay.
It's called Uncle David.
Okay. Your mom's brother.
Yes, my mom's brother.
Okay, that's so sweet.
Actually, the second last. My mom is the last one.
Okay.
No, he's the second last
We'll lose
boy.
her. Okay. Okay. So now you're you're telling guys you're going to where? Where are you traveling to, and what are you going to do?
I'm going to India. First I was supposed to go to South Africa.
Okay.
Then the doctor told us we're taking too long to prepare. So we were told, we looked for an alternative. So India.
What do you mean taking too long to prepare?
So,
He's like fully booked. He's those people who are usually doctors are usually like
no,
fully booked.
not the doctor doing the treatment. The doctor who's treating me right now currently, the one who advised for the bone marrow treatment.
Yeah. So why, even if you're taking too long, I'm not understanding why you couldn't go to South Africa.
He said that if the treatment is delayed, then the body might reject the treatment. So we're trying to rush so the period in which the risk is shortened.
Okay. So, first of all, how much is your budget? How much do you need?
around 12 million.
And where are we at right now?
Right now, as I told you, I'm not certain,
Yeah.
but from the fundraising I started for myself, we got around 400,000 from the Mchanga.
Okay.
We got around 400,000.
Okay. We will still attach the Mchanga number, but just for someone who's listening and would want to donate, where can they send that money?
The Mchanga has the pay bill. I don't know it offhand.
Okay. So I'll talk to our head.
But if they, yes.
But if it's okay.
I was going to ask to add my number if
Okay,
they need to contact.
yeah.
So it's 0769 213382.
0769 213382.
82.
Nice. I think it's gonna be on our screens as well. So you I understand that this trip is impromptu. You didn't expect to go as soon as next week.
Yes.
So you have exactly less than 7 days. What are your expectations, I think, of, first of all, do you, because I believe that we are going to get this money, this 12 million. I don't know how. We're going to get it. I believe that people are watching and guys are going to contribute. What is your expectation when you go to India? Because you've told me these are 70-30 chance. So sometimes you ever think about this 30%. What if, God forbid, what if it doesn't work out?
Honestly, haven't thought about it. But if it does, if the 30, which is on the negative side, if it happens, then I'll probably just continue with my chemotherapy, because that's the only the other alternative that's there.
As we wrap up, I want you to tell your 25-year-old self who will be watching this after you're fully healed. Tell him something.
Hope you're having fun. Hope you're drawing and painting, because that's the only reason we're doing all this. Yeah, it's the reason I'm living. We love painting, so I hope you're painting. I hope you're okay and you're having fun and you're happy.
And you're happy. I can't wait. I can't wait to come and do a show of this when you beat cancer, because that's gonna happen. Yeah, I think that's it from this end. Kindly let's help raise this money. It's for a good cause. He's a young, bubbly guy. You didn't even tell. I saw you coming and I thought, is it really you? Because he appears very strong, has a will to fight and to live this life. Let's help him. We're gonna attach the pay bill here and his number. Kindly. Hii wiki nitawasumbua sana. Let's help him. Yeah, those Unfiltered with Gashambi. Until next time, bye.